Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. 104 MJ38 show. Warm water time. We're chilling. You're
you are.
chilling. Now we are chilling
Hey.
together. We were just talking about off air.
Which
about we were just talking about. I'm gonna look it up just because I want to know for my own personal information. But we were talking about Step Brothers and just the hilarious nature of some people like Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler. There's a Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt has a crazy, hilarious ad-libbed line in Parks and Rec or whatever, where he's like looking up or like Leslie's sick, and then he like types. He's like, "Hey, I typed in your symptoms into the computer, and it says you could have internet connectivity problems." It's just like an off-the-cuff line, and like the writer regards that as one of the lines where he's like, "That's like one of the funniest lines in the entire show." I didn't even write it. It kind of pisses me off actually. It's like my job to make the funny lines and to write the script.
Yeah.
But he just like off the cuff, spur of the moment, bang, this is hilarious.
Well, no, I think that, like, because God's the writer,
Yeah.
but ultimately he's hoping that we have the perfect ad lib. Like, I think you write the story in such a way that you're hoping the characters come alive. His character came alive.
Yeah.
What more do you want, dude? Like, that's gold. Get your ego out of the picture, bro.
That shit's golden.
Stop thinking with your go. Start thinking with your pot.
With that.
Okay?
With your soul.
With your soul.
Come on now.
Everybody, PSA, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Ego is a word that has a ton of definitions.
Yeah, everyone thinks of their own thing whenever you say any word.
Of course.
And we also agree upon them. The most commonly agreed upon ones are what we deem to be true.
Yes.
But when we say ego, it's like, what do you think about? What do you think I'm referring to?
The thing that I think that, see, that's perfect setup, because more of the times than not, I go to what I think their definition is before I'll just go to my definition, because it's going to be easier if I don't have to be like, well, that's what I think it means. For other people, most of the time they think Kobe Bryant. They think Kobe when he's like got the ball and he's like, I ain't passing the fucking ball. This is my fucking ball. I'm scoring the ball.
Yeah.
That's ego. But like Freud would describe the ego as something different than that. But then also there's other people, Luke, my roommate, our friend, would say that Kobe Bryant's ego is what made him great. But
Okay.
so it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's the thing that thinks it's you, the thing that is experiencing the experience. And we are the thing experiencing experience, which is the ego, but we're also the thing that's watching the experience of the experience.
I think okay, hold on. Do you want to do your thing first?
Just real quickly.
We're getting deep as hell out here.
Sorry, I wanted to keep it. Before this podcast, I was like, all right, man, episode 103, we're kind of getting the fuck out there. So I want to keep it like more base, more reality, more tangible things we could talk about that everyone knows is going on and agrees is going on. And immediately we jump into the fucking deep end of the pool. Right back where we started.
Yeah.
But Chris Pratt, hilarious line, all this starting back full circle. I was right before camera, we were talking about Will Ferrell. He's so funny because, I was like, it's a... When you quote Step Brothers, it's like it's a hitter. It's one of those movies that everyone's like, that's a funny movie. Yeah. And then within that funny movie, it's like, why are you so sweaty? It's like, I was watching Cops. It's like a commonly known bar in the movie or like line of dialogue that makes you feel something. It's like a funny, I don't know, just a funny thing.
Because that's in the very beginning of the movie too, right?
Yeah, it's like it's early. It's like
that's one of the first...
after he fucks up all of his drums. He's like going crazy on his drums.
Okay, no, that's later in the movie then, definitely. I'm pretty sure.
I think it's relatively early.
Really?
It's like probably the first third.
Okay, because I think of that as one of the jokes that makes you like fall in love. You're like, oh, well, these characters are hilarious.
Yeah, that's a funny character. And then that got me to thinking, well, did he write that? Did he ad-lib that? And I know that Chris Pratt had ad-libbed that, and like actors do that all the time. Or like this is what Curb Your Enthusiasm is. They'll just have the camera re-rolling, and then they'll just have some lines and have some sort of known direction of what the narrative is supposed to be, and then play into that, and then just go off the fucking cuff. Like The League was like that, the show about fantasy football.
Nice.
That show's fucking amazing. But yeah, I was talking about Will Ferrell, Step Brothers. Did he write that line? Broader question. Did he help write the movie? And I don't know, because we hadn't known if he had written the movie or if he was just an actor in the movie. And sometimes actors are just people who are acting in the movie, but they could have also like created the script.
Aziz Ansari just wrote and produced the movie with Keanu Reeves, but then he co-stars in it. Yeah. But if you just saw it on TV, you wouldn't have necessarily thought Aziz Ansari.
He's just an actor.
Wrote, direct, produced. No,
it's different. It's different. Yeah, there's different roles. But then it says, yes, Will Ferrell helped write Step Brothers. He co-wrote the screenplay and co-developed the story with actor Adam McKay.
Okay, so yeah, him
and also John C. Reilly.
Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Was John C. Reilly involved? Because then that's like, I think a lot of people have an idea of, dude, we should do a movie like this, and then it's like, well, what's stopping us? We need a script, and then it's like, we could just write this.
Just make the movie, make the fucking. That's what we're making the show. It's like thinking about the show of the Descendants or whatever. Like, this is a dope idea. Let's create this, bring this to life. They're like, this is a funny little narrative here. We could play this off really well. Like two stepbrothers who are in their 40s, like having to navigate that, make it a funny movie.
Yeah, like, and they're like, let's do a really like they're 12. You know what I'm saying? Like two 12-year-olds moving together, but we're 40. And like, that's funny. That's funny. And our dad's kind of a dick, right? Yeah, that's funny. I like that. And the mom's like real like, I love you, baby. Yeah, that's hilarious. And you just set it up. And then you write the jokes, in my opinion. Like you set up these funny pillars. You're like, oh, there's comedy there, you know?
And this is funny because of the social, the circumstantial standing points of everyone in the social conversation.
Yeah.
This makes this funny if he says it like this, because he's his more successful brother, but he's younger, and he's got the family, but his family hates him.
Yeah,
and then like
and he's got abs, you know. Yeah, he's a douche about it.
You want to hit me? You want to hit me in the face right now, don't you?
That's funny, bro. Like, yeah, I think that's how it happened. I think you set it up first.
You set it up, and then you write
because then
you have to set it up
real poignant in the scene because they've all got like a
direction they're trying to go,
an actual character, you know,
the story they're wrestling with, or like their story that they are wrestling with in their own life, and hopefully, spoiler alert for Step Brothers, but they kind of come around and have like a good ending, you know, that they're like pursuing their path, their whatever it was, and it was like the culmination of the final swell at the very end of the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, it's a very poignant like end to that movie, you know, like there is a big moment. The Catalina fucking wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah. I think that's also probably a joke on narrative because there is supposed to be like a big event or a climax. They're like, well, we're gonna really climax our climax.
This is our Catalina wine
I
mixer,
want
y'all.
someone climaxing in our climax.
Yeah, then he fucking the music, the show must go on. He steps up to the plate with his public fear of singing, and then he fucking has to do it at the Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, he goes crazy. Well, I mean,
boats and hoes, and then he steps on the drums. Dude, great movie. Great movie.
I thought he was gonna do Ava Marie or whatever that song's called.
Yeah.
He does, right? But then they do Boats and Hoes too.
Oh, he didn't say that, or they don't do that song "Boats and Hoes," but that's like just a line that I remember in that specific part of the movie.
Yeah,
because he's belting it out. He's just singing that opera song, and then John C. Reilly's helping him on the drums.
Okay,
I forget how he gets there. He just goes up to the stage and helps him because Will Ferrell has to step in, and it's like, all right. And you're responsible for this party. It's like you've been entrusted to throw this thing and do this great event and host it. And hosting it well looks like starts here and then ends here, and everything's like smooth, relative. Everyone's happy. But like if we lose the music, and it's like all fucky, it's like it's on you, and that sucks. And then he has to like come in and save that with his own Horcrux of like, this is like one of my own self-prescribed fears.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. Like I don't like singing in public. Yeah. Like, we have to sing in like the most public setting that would be the most consequential to you right now. And if you don't, you lose. Yeah. This is the big dragon. You have to slay it right now, or it will eat you.
Oh.
Some of the dragons weren't big enough to eat you.
Right. They'll just
you hopefully train on the little dragons enough to be able to kill the big dragon that can eat you.
That's literally life, and that's why they make video games like that. Like you need experience before you have to do a big boss.
Yeah. The one that can really hurt you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that cyclical nature we've been talking about since a couple episodes ago, bro.
Yeah,
that guy's coming. He's coming, and you better be ready.
You better do your little bosses.
You better be ready. Yeah. But he did help write that movie. So
good call.
You know, it's a great just the moment, man. The moment. I was gonna say, we'll do it live. We're doing it live. It's like, welcome, we're live with you, but we're not live. But it is live as far as we're concerned. Yeah. Exactly, because it's just like a capturing of a multiple access point of people who agree that we're gonna like capture this moment. Here we go. It's like you and the producer, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, here we go. It's like, record me. I'm about to go into the arena real quick.
Yeah, do you tell your producer? Okay, well, I don't know how to ask the question, but I'll tell you my experience that formed the question is I always have some kind of dialogue with the producer where I'm like, all right, say, bro, I'm gonna go insane. Okay, give me a couple takes. All right.
Like, okay, yeah.
I'll be like, hey, I'm just fucking around right now. Okay, like don't be judging this. Okay, I'm getting loose in here. All right, like I gotta like let him know what's going on in my mind to give him some kind of context so that he doesn't get real like, what the fuck is he doing? So sometimes I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to be like, but like I'm about to have to really go into a place that I'm not right now. So I kind of let him know, like, hey man, I'm about to kind of like I'm gonna swell it up right here.
Like that.
I'm gonna go a little high and I'm gonna try to get out there, okay? And then that way at least he knows like, oh, he's going for it. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna record, I'm gonna be locked in.
Yeah, and it helps set the stage, or like for yourself and for him, because he's also in your movie of like, hey, what am I doing here? And like if he doesn't know what's going on here, then it's like just unnecessary. And I could fix that so easily just by telling him, hey, like I'm about to do this thing.
Yeah.
I could establish like the ground we're both standing on, other than, or like rather than the miscommunication alternative option where you don't tell him anything. It's like you have your own perception of where you're trying to go, and he's like, "What are we doing? What song are we doing? What's the energy behind the song?
Right,
Like,
right.
what should I be expecting here?"
And it's
Might be able to help you create the right one, the
Right.
vibe, the feng shui.
totally
You know what I'm
yes,
saying?
because also the song's in my mind, and I need to like on some level I well, with some producers, they want to have some of the song in their mind. So they're like, what are you doing? I'm listening. But I think it's better if I tell them, like, this is everything I hear. And then if you could take that and then run with it, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, and they might be able to hear something that you didn't hear that it like does belong there. You're like, oh, that's fucking it.
Yes.
That's fucking it. Like, let's put some horns in it. You're like, oh, yep, there it is, right there.
Right. And the dangerous
Or
thing
it'll be there and won't be quite there. And you're like, no, hold on, like, adjust it a little bit. And there's like, oh, there it is.
it's funny how everyone in the studio will be like, that's it, right? Like, we'll all feel it. That shit's hard.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That's a worthy sacrifice. Of all the things we could pick, I would stand on that one. It's like, that was a good choice. Good
Yeah.
job. Yeah.
Now, there's a danger moment where if you don't communicate enough, then what can happen? Okay, two dangerous moments. One is that if I have a developed idea of some kind and I'm trying to establish it in the booth, but I don't communicate to him what I'm doing, he might think I don't have a very established idea. And because he's in that place, he's like, well, let me help him establish it. So I'm going to do things, I'm going to throw influence in there to help him. But the problem is that's kind of fucking me up because I'm trying to get it to be over here and you're pulling me in another place.
Sometimes, yeah.
And I don't want to be rude. I'll go that way with you, you know? But like ultimately, I think if you have a good idea, you should communicate that good idea, then work from that place forward, not the middle of your good idea and start changing it all around, you know? Then the other thing that can happen is if you don't communicate, like, hey, I'm going to do this. Hey, let's do that. Like, hey, can you just light record me? Because I'm going to play around with the melody till I find it. But if I do anything really cool, I want to be able to listen to it later. So definitely record this, but I'm just fucking around.
Yeah.
Versus like, I'm going to lay the bar down. This is the bar. Okay, you ready? All right, let's go. Because something might happen and you thought he was recording and then he didn't record it and now you lost it and you can't get it back because like it's just one moment of non-communication and you have all this moment of practice communication. So I think you got to over communicate when you have practice. So that way, hopefully whenever the moment comes that things could be fucked up, you over it enough to where you just had a synapse to over communicate in that moment too. That's why you should on a basketball floor over communicate all the time. So that way, the one time when you thought you didn't need to communicate, you accidentally do communicate because you did need to. Versus you think you didn't have to, and then he misses the assignment, and you didn't switch, but you saw it, and oh, I thought we were on a page, and then we just got beat. You know?
I see that all the time with the daughters' volleyball games. I'm like, Jazz, there's two sides. Like, I don't play volleyball, but like I could watch live, and seeing y'all out there, there's definitely one thing that like you could talk. That's always your like one of your most important, valuable skills is to be able to talk out there.
Yes.
Like I'm learning that in basketball, playing that like just talking to people, and yeah, make sure you're over communicating with your teammates. But then, like, especially in volleyball, when the ball's coming over, I was like, there's two, you need to say either like mine or yours. Like, it's like, because if you don't say mine, they're like, oh, I thought you were going to say mine. I was like, no, you could kill that too. You could say yours. I'm giving it to you. You take it. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, yeah, because they're either like mine, they're both trying to say mine, and they're like, oh, I thought you were going to say mine, but I didn't say mine because I thought you were going to do it.
Yep.
So we both missed the ball.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Rather always be like mine, you.
Yeah. Facts. Or another
Like,
thing,
I'm giving up, like, take it. You got to take it.
that's good dad work.
You know what I'm saying? No,
Coach dad over here.
Coaching
Coach
life.
dad, I feel you. I just dapped that man's hands. Those were soft hands. That shit hurt my hands. God damn, you got rough hands, son. No, I'm just playing.
We calloused.
But another thing you can do is always, if you and someone else call for it, it's like, I'm going for it every time. I'm not bowing out.
If I say mine, I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
So, like, we're going to collide.
Yeah, and that's okay. On some level, I'd rather us both collide than neither of us go.
Yes, that's if we're going to lose the point, I'd rather both of us swing than neither of us swing.
Right? It's, you telling your 12-year-old daughter to run and drunk someone.
If you say mine, you have to get it. Because if you say mine, then I have to, part of me accepting that is letting it, I have to let go.
But
It's
what
like,
do I do if
you
someone
got it,
else
you got
also
it.
said mine?
Like, you go for it. You just go for it.
They'll learn. They'll learn that when Jazz says mine, she means mine.
Yeah, it's like, and you can address that now whenever you're telling them about the mine and yours. And it's like, if you say mine, you got to go for it. And if I say mine, I will go for it. And once that's commonly established, we know that like we could take each other at our word and do that for real.
You know what's cool?
That's what we're doing here.
If she takes that and then 13-year-old volleyball comes around and then she just goes into practice and then they're not doing the thing, she's going to be like, hey, like yours and mine and yours. If I say mine, I'm taking it. Okay. And she's going to do that without you coaching her next time. And that's dope. That's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, you're an athlete.
you could see something here.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening in this movie, in this play, in this game? This is what's happening. This is how we play the game. This is a rule. This is a thing. This is a fucking spin move, bro. This is a foundational juke, a fucking jab and go. Like
Drop step. Gotta have it.
Yeah.
Gotta have
And that
it.
starts with the talking. Like that has nothing to do with the game or like playing the game, but like physicality. It's just communication and an awareness of what's happening gives you an advantage that you can also have an advantage physically. But that's like a mental. That's like football IQ is what people talk about, or like whatever the basketball IQ, whatever the game is. You have that IQ. It's like you just know how the game works and you know what to expect based on the input that everyone's putting in their behavior and their actions. You kind of know what your optimum action is for the highest chance of scoring or achieving the goal, whether you're getting points or blocking a shot or whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Offense and defense.
Yeah, the IQ is like knowing game flow, knowing game feel, right?
And you could do that. Yeah,
with everything.
That's nothing. That's not
pattern
even,
recognition.
That's not even hitting the ball. That's just like awareness and talking.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna say
you can do it.
The best basketball, in my opinion, the best basketball on defense. All 5 guys are talking, but all 5 guys know what's going on a level that like it's like yes, I'm listening to your chatter, but I know I don't need to like plug it into anything. Like you're just affirming everything I'm seeing. So I just keep it right here. I'm like, yep. No, I got that. No, I'm there. You're there. Okay, we're here. Board.
Switch.
But like we know, like I'm screaming switch, but we're already doing it, you know? We're just like saying out loud so that way we can all be sure that everyone's sure of what's all happening.
Moving as a single thing.
Yeah, we can move succinctly if we do that.
Yeah.
And then when you feel something like, I'm doing something different, it's like, whoa, wait, what the fuck? You know? But if you're quiet, then you don't get that feel. You don't have that same kind of like, I guess, succinct movement as a team.
Yeah, it's like Call of Duty. Call of Duty call outs. Everyone's just talking the whole time. They're like, I got 2 in bar. Yeah.
They're just constant chatter,
like,
bro.
What's happening?
Yeah, rarely does it make
I'm gonna push him.
Yeah, right? Because I just need to know. He's like, I'm closing out. It's like, okay, cool. Like, he's gone. That means there's space there. So I might need to cover that space.
I might need to move a little bit more this way. Yeah.
Right, totally.
Or whatever. Adjust. I need to adjust my whatever I may have been looking at because we as a defense are looking at something else a little bit different.
Rarely is it like, oh, fuck, I gotta, like, emergency. Like, rarely does the chatter make you say, oh, fuck, I gotta go do something. The chatter is more just like keeping everybody like heads on a swivel, keeping the awareness high. Sometimes it's like, I need help.
Yeah,
like, that's the call out, you know?
Yeah. I'm 3v1 over here. I need help now. Like, push.
Yeah, right. I was like,
or execute the thing.
Definitely in basketball.
Yeah.
Sorry, in Call of Duty. Yeah, in basketball, it might be like I literally got beat or like backdoor. It's like, oh fuck, I gotta something's happening behind me.
Yeah, calling out wolf.
Yeah, well, exactly.
You're just like, oh shit, I gotta like switch dribbles from like, someone's coming from behind me.
Right, and the best thing to do is to not look back, but to anticipate from which side you were vulnerable, and then kind of like play away from that space.
Yeah. Push the ball in front of you,
and that takes awareness, which is
it's awareness and talking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It changes it.
I think that chatter thing is probably true in every team sport everywhere. It's like a constant small chatter that no one really needs to say because we all should know it is probably critical to like being on the same page all the time.
Yeah.
I can see it in the kitchen for sure.
And you don't want to, and then it gets to the point, I guess, with some game types and keeping with the Call of Duty metaphor. If you're playing hardpoint, you're moving at a much faster pace, which is a game where you respawn and you keep on running into the objective. But if you're playing Search and Destroy, which is a game where you only have 1 life, and if you die, you're out for the round until the round's over. So it's like, that one's a little bit like you shouldn't be clouding the chatter with a whole bunch of. I think it's probably better to over communicate in the hard point and then not under communicate, but like keep it at like more minimal, more like interactive, more like actionable.
Yeah, we're focused.
What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing right now? Yeah, we need to push as a unit. We need to call out what we see. But like it's a slower game type. Yeah. It's just slower.
It is quieter chatter. I like as a person who's been there, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put my finger on why we do that in that setting.
If everyone's just like watching, it's like if it's like a 1v3, you're just like
silence, bro. Let him focus, bro.
Let him cook. Shut the fuck up, dog. Unless you like know you see somebody or you hear something. Like,
but even when saying the call out to the guy who's alive, it's like I'm
influencing life. Yeah, you're like, no, he's behind there. And you're wrong, and he pushes because of your calm. Oh, you feel like an asshole.
You died twice,
you
bitch.
feel like a prick. Yeah, you lost us the game. Or not lost us the game, but definitely influenced it.
You killed him. You killed yourself, and you killed him.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough.
Yeah, Call of Duty. We're not talking about Call of Duty. NFL, we ain't talking about the NFL.
No, no,
Step
no.
Brothers, we ain't talking about Step Brothers.
No.
We're talking about the ego. Where you talking? Where did we go with that one? Did we
Nice.
ever come back to the ego thing you're talking about?
I wanted to like slow down the game pace as a point guard because I know like our time's a little shorter and we wanted to be a little more based. But are we good? How are we doing?
I think we're
Okay,
I have an alarm
we're chilling.
set. We have like 20. We have a little over 20-something minutes.
Cool. I want to talk about some Halloween stuff too.
Yeah.
But just-
Oh, okay. You want to push into that? Or we're
Just-
talking about the ego?
I was just stab into ego and then clear
Yeah.
our slate and then maybe talk Halloween at the end.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ego, where'd you go? I was trying to remember what the thought. There was a poignant thought this week
'Cause we were
about the ego.
Oh, okay.
For me, I guess it was really just. I think some people are just really playing from their ego, which is not a good place to do anything from. Like anything, it's like one of the ways it comes out is like public perception of you. So you don't want people to perceive like flaws or like in high school, you know how you're always kind of nervous that you might just like I wasn't nervous, but there is a trope out there that people are nervous that you could just tank your social credibility in like one moment. So you're like a little on edge all the time about your social standing. So you never want to do anything that makes you look foolish because then you might be the joke and then you might lose social standing and you're a nervous wreck and that actually kind of makes you a loser.
Yeah, like that the social credit score type shit, like in Black Mirror.
Yes. I think
idea of that. Nosedive is what it's called. The episode.
Yes.
And it's like what it's alluding to.
That you could socially nosedive yourself. The fear of that. It's playing on that.
Yeah.
Tied in with the
We all agree to that too.
UK's new idea of a social credit score, digital ID that's kind of coming out.
That shit's going bananas, bro. What's happening in our life?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh,
Fuck that.
Dude.
Sorry.
Where are we going? What's happening here, bro? Either way, sorry, continue.
But so
social credit score, you can nosedive socially at any moment.
But there's people that here's a super simple metaphor is like, let's say two kids get pantsed one day after the other. Okay. The first kid gets pantsed, horrified,
mortified,
runs away, doesn't come back to school, comes back the next day with a hood on, face down, embarrassed, doesn't know how to handle this situation, and then
with the belt and suspenders.
people are like, "Oh man, it's kind of lame, bro. You're kind of lame, bro." But then the second day, another kid gets pantsed and turns around and moons everybody.
Oh,
starts laughing about it. It's like, you fucking losers. Pulls up his pants and then just like laughs, goes on, does his day, doesn't give a fuck about it, doesn't think about it at all. Like that guy's social credit score would go up from the pantsing.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
He would be cooler. It'd be like, oh, he's cool as fuck, bro. You know?
Are you saying, even just like in the, like applying it to like the kid getting pants first, because even the kid getting pants second has a somewhat different algorithm based on him getting pants second versus the person getting pants first.
Right, because he's like, oh, this might be happening now. It's a thing now. So I can play
he was ready
into
for
thing.
it.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm not ready for it too much, but yeah, either way, just like the response of the situation that happens versus the how you handle it would change the social perception of you handling your story objectively.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, oh, he handled that shit well. He got he had the moment and he spit some bars.
Right. So sometimes it's not about being in a good moment or a bad moment. It's about how do you handle moments.
Yes.
And if
that's character.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then the people that you would respect are the ones who are going to respect that. So anyone who's not playing on that level, you have to fade them out of your priority care perception. It's like, they're dumb. Like lions don't lose sleep over the opinions of sheep. It's like you literally don't know what's important to think about. Why should I let what you think about affect me? And so
I should do the opposite.
Right. Like there's something there paradoxically. It's like you're stuck on some low frequency shit, and if I attune myself to what the opposite. You're in your ego. I want to be out of my ego. And if I make decisions from the opposite plane as you, then if you're making lame decisions, I should make good decisions. And I think that's true. But you'd have to find the bridge. Like, what is it? And I think in that scenario, it's what we're talking about, which is people will be playing out of their ego, like everything they do.
Yeah. Controlling their thoughts and actions, which is your decision-making machine.
Okay, yeah. So we're back to definition of ego, right? Yeah, I think my definition of ego is the thing that thinks it's Matthew.
Yes.
Which is...
Yes, the yourself. The thing experiencing
the me
experience.
that talks, the me that eats, but then there's a me that has intuitions, that knows right and wrong, that can feel whether something's dangerous before it's dangerous, that knows the truth when I laid my head down at night.
And when you hear it,
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
There's
like we were talking about last time with Jordan Peterson. It's like, this is something familiar. Good food.
it's lighting up parts of my body. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
the only things that do this to me are truth.
Mm-hmm,
You know,
mm-hmm. Or like love.
Holy Spirit, love,
Yeah,
those things. You know.
yeah.
So I think that there's a way to be more of that,
More of that thing.
less of the
Give
me
that thing priority. Give that thing priority when it comes to the
Yeah,
who's
go on,
dominating
please.
the chat, who's dominating your internal chat, and
What
who's
does that look
dominating
like?
your subconscious chat. Yeah, who's more standing on business. But yeah, some people will be playing out of, I guess, yeah, when we're saying that, we're referring to the, like, just, yeah, how they think and behave, which determines their matrix physical reality outcomes and how they interact with people. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. I
So yeah,
think
playing out of the ego. It's like,
there's it comes across as smelly, bro. It's smelly, bro. It's like if I'm wrong about something and you want to correct me and you're not doing it in a rude way, like thank you on some level. So yes, there's a little bit of like embarrassment involved, but like I'm telling you that's the ego. Like the part of you that wants to be upset that you were wrong and this person knew something that you didn't know and now it's making you feel bad and you're going to maybe act out socially because of that. Like, dude, that is childlike behavior in my opinion. And I understand it. It happens to all of us. It's innate. It's part of being a human.
that is the human.
Yeah, right? Yeah,
the
exactly.
human aspect to reality.
It's embarrassing when someone knows something that you didn't know. I guess. I'm like, how'd you find out anything?
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, but that's what I'm trying to say is I want to be able to say like, oh, that's what that is? I thought it was a fucking avocado variant. I didn't realize it was a country. It's like, yeah, I look stupid in that moment, but like also this moment is dead. All the moments die like immediately. Then you go into next moment.
Next moment.
Yeah. And then now in the next moment, I know. It's like I won't get caught again in a shitty moment. And then you gotta scale upwards. It's like, wait, hold on. If I remove all of my uneducated shitty moments, what would my life look like perpetuated on more better moments? And then you start like that's also the scale of how you would be thin. It's like one day of eating right won't make you thin. It's like you have to scale a bunch of good choices and then
tilt it,
find a better result, like a new reality. So then that's what I'm trying to say is like when I see people who are just really living in their ego, I'm like, oh bro, like you're like super far from feeling free. It's like you're gonna have to understand that you're making bad choices and then develop the discipline to make the good choices and then slowly weed out your neuron firings for the habits of the bad choices, which is thinking, oh, I'm embarrassed. And that's not even like a choice. It's not like I like oatmeal cream pie. It's like, no, I'm embarrassed. Like that's harder to overcome. So you got a lot of work to do.
Guilt and shame, embarrassment,
right?
Same sort of vein.
But those people that live out of their ego are making all the situations a little less cool.
Little less mo better.
Yeah. And so as much as I'm like, God damn, you got a lot of work to stop making my situations a little less mo better. You know?
Yeah, that's the fucking game.
Yeah.
That's the fucking game.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing here. I don't know why exactly, but we have to trust that it's for a reason. The faith, bro. That's what faith is. There's no faith without doubt. I had this thought the other day. There's no faith without doubt. There's no bravery without fear, and there's no courage without consequence.
Last one's hard.
We need those 3 points and counterpoints to create the spectrum that is the scale of part of the emotional experience of experience. It's like true courage is like, I think Charlie Kirk had said it was like true courage is doing the right thing when you don't know what the outcome's going to be, whether it be negative or positive. But even so, yeah, like consequence is implied, you know what I'm saying? And even if you know there's going to be consequence, it's like, are you willing to take the consequence for doing the right thing in your own mind, whatever that is?
Yeah, I heard one of the last Jordan Peterson, Michaela Peterson podcasts, or I guess her last name is different, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They said that when she was a kid, because they're doing parenting ones, Jordan had said to her that there are rules that you should break. You're going to be given rules in school that like even I would say, yeah, I think you should break that rule. But you have to know that every time you break a rule that you should break, you will still suffer the consequences. And that's like by breaking the rule, you can no longer complain about the consequences because you are choosing to break the rule. So but that's the game. It's like you're going to have to do it. And you're going to have to suffer the consequences for it, even though you think it's the right thing to do. It's like, fuck, that kind of sucks. But I get it. Because otherwise we'd all be like, I'm Harry Potter.
Right.
I'm going after the people that killed Charlie Kirk.
And it is worth the sacrifices. And even though, regardless of what the the outcome is. You have to have faith that is like your determination of what the right thing is
Right.
aligned with what the right thing is.
Right.
It's hard to fucking know that. Man.
It is hard to know that. I was listening to a podcast the other day with a guy who had been a Nazi for 20 years.
Criminy.
And he was talking about how his convictions were so...
American History X type shit.
I don't know if I've seen that movie.
Ed Norton, Curb Stomp.
I know Curb Stomp. That's all.
That's all I gotta say.
If it were...
It's good. It's
Family Feud, I would have said Curb Stomp.
Yeah, it's definitely an associated, from American History X, like Ed Norton, Nazis, Curb Stomp.
What's that game called? What's that game called?
Chain Reaction.
Or okay, yeah. On the iPhone, there was like the little webs, and you'd have to like. It'd be the movie, and then it'd be a bunch of things about the movie you'd have to get.
Oh yeah, I remember playing that a long time ago. That shit was tight.
You were really good at it.
Yeah, that game's fun. That's life. But yeah, guy, 20-year Nazi.
He says his convictions were so wrong. He's like, I was so convicted that what I was doing was the right thing to do. She's like, there's a couple things. One, his grandpa was in Hitler's army, looked up to him. He's a war hero in Germany.
Oh, gee.
So it was like, part of it was this admiration for a family hero and wanting to be like his grandpa as a role model, but then getting that cross between becoming an ideologue and brainwashed into those, beliefs,
and actions.
Right. So, but then the takeaway that I took that sat with me, still sits with me, is that he was so sure he was right. Just like when I'm picking football games, there's times where I'm so fucking sure I'm right. And just like you said, there's times where like you're going to use courage and you're like, I'll suffer these consequences. It's like, are you even right about what's going on? About what up is, what the truth is?
Was that the right decision to make?
Right. It's like, because the Nazis think they're making the right decisions.
Yep.
So who are you? Who am I to say I make right decisions? But the problem is that your makes me pause. But the problem is that we are usually like nose on the scent. Like I don't. That's gonna sound narcissistic now. Like I'm aware. Okay.
There are consequences to that. It's even saying you know the truth. Who the fuck are you?
Right. Imposter
syndrome. Fuck you, Satan.
No. I think that we have a nose for the truth.
Yes.
I think that I'm generally aligned towards a true north, and that God has given me a relative Holy Spirit that checks me whenever I get too out of my ways about, like, even just like being too much of a gossip. There's times where I feel the Holy Spirit saying, like, I know you've heard in church that you shouldn't gossip. Like straight up. Like that's like scripture. It's not like church people told you don't gossip. It's like, I'm pretty sure in the Bible, it's like gossip's not good. And then, so why do you find yourself feeding off of that? It's like, why don't you just like not do that? Like I told you to not do that, because there's consequences down the line. You might get distracted when I need you to be focused because you're gossiping like a little schoolgirl.
You might miss the shot. You might miss the shot, kid. You got fucking like even the sniper out there for 7 days, kid. I need you on the money.
Yep. And I'm sitting here being like, I've been here 7 days. There's no shots on board. Let me talk to something. God's like, oh my gosh, this kid. So I want to have that. But back to the streamline I was on before I get off this train and let it talk about October, was that it is tough to know, like, who are you to say you know what the right thing is, right?
Because they thought they were making the right decisions.
Yeah, like the true Nazis did, definitely. That's why Jordan says read Gulag Archipelago, because it's like the real question is, how do you get there? How do you embody that belief? And then I heard another guest on a different podcast talking about he was hanging out with Jordan Peterson, and Jordan Peterson was like, hey man, just like close your eyes. Like, just imagine you're a Nazi prison guard who tortures people, right? Like, but like, we're gonna think about that for like a minute, okay? Okay, no, we're gonna
just sit in that for a minute.
We're really gonna like wear that. Like, I need you to, like, you do that and you're okay with it, right? And then it's like uncomfortable. And he's like, okay, so now that we've established that feeling that doesn't resonate with us, right? It's like, what would make that resonate with you? Because now you've got the mask. But the mask doesn't fit who you are. But then what about who you are? If this was different, or if this was different, or maybe if this was different, what would you change up here that the mask would then fit you? Because that's what the fuck happened in Germany, and it's a mind fuck how that happened. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of crazy, man.
That's kind of what Chase Hughes was talking about on Joe Rogan, with the susceptibility to authority and power, and to the unknown and the novelty.
Right. So then you've fortified your mind through Jesus Christ.
Fortify your mind.
Yeah. So that ain't gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
which is good. But Jordan's pointing to the fact that these people truly believed it, and then this person on this 20-year Nazi I was talking about was like a neo-Nazi, like as in there's a thing called like the movement, which I guess is current day Nazis, like white supremacists, people like the cliche archetype is jacked trailer park white dudes who are bald, big sunglasses, and swastikas on their neck.
Yeah.
Like those guys.
Yeah.
He was one of those guys. He was like the leader of those guys. And he has since been like, I don't know what the fuck. Obviously, like this black guy's one of my best friends. I love him. I was wrong. We shouldn't treat people differently. But just in that moment, like, yeah, they're not, he didn't think you think things that are fucked up, bro.
Well, what I have to believe, yeah, how that was fucking crazy with the Jordan Peterson thing, bro. Yeah, that's fucking. What would have to have happened up here, or what fuels that? What changes that? What sculpts? What molds the clay in that way? You know what I'm saying? To fill that fucking type of drink, the hatred juice.
I think people who aren't whatever. Like, I think most of the time there's some kind of matrix moment. There's some kind of awareness that happens. You could say there's a red pill moment where all of a sudden you're like, I'm woke now. You guys are a bunch of ideologues. 9/11 was a conspiracy. Like, that kind of is a cliched thing, but I think that there's a legitimate, once you understand that mind viruses are real, there are people that are ideologues, that thoughts can capture you.
Psyops.
There's psyops. Like, once you become aware disillusioned to that, then you can start to fortify your mind. But before that happens, you're susceptible to anything, dog. Anything. I don't think it matters, bro.
Especially in informative years.
Right, dude. That's the takeaway for me, is that you're susceptible to anything. And then the other takeaway is, how the fuck do you know you're right? And then there's, I don't know, man. I just truthfully think that if we follow the Holy Spirit, it's not me that's right.
Yes. There's a thing that's hypothetically supposed to be talking to us, telling us what the right thing is, helping us discern that. And it's crazy. I think this is a nice little segue into, because I think, where has Halloween gotten to? I think we are now like giving energy to that type of energy, that ego energy, where it's like, we're going to dress up as sluts, and we're going to go out late, and we're going to eat some fucking candy. We're going to eat a little too much sugar.
I think we all like the girls dressing like sluts. I'm not saying we should. I'm not saying it's right.
It's the ego likes it, the flesh. That's pure flesh. Why are we pushing, why are we giving flesh the energy, bro? Kill my flesh. Kill that shit.
Is that why Pastor Ed's getting inked all the way up?
Probably. I don't know.
Kills flesh? I don't know.
I think he's referred to his tattoos as his mat. Like whenever Jesus cures a guy. But that was take it. Yeah, because he's like, he could have like left it. Could have left it behind. He's like, he didn't have to tell him to pick up his mat and walk around. Because if someone were to have seen him after he was healed, it would just be another person. But it's like, no, you're a walking miracle. And like when people are going to see you with your mat, it's like, oh yeah, I used to use this thing, but I don't use it anymore. Or like, this is my testimony as to like why God is like great. This is the shackles he's broken me from. And he's like, I wear that. It's like on my arm. It's like remind myself, you know.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard shit.
That's why. Good call.
It's hard shit. But kill my flesh, dog. Why are we giving that Halloween? How did we get here? I think I saw on Ruslan, who's like a Christian influencer kind of guy. He had somebody on that was talking about like the origins of Halloween. And I guess originally it was like All Saints Day, or like giving praise to like saints. And then that was on November 1st. And then October 31st became All Hallows Eve, or some to that regard. And then only within the last like 100 years or so have we added the candy and the sluts. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know the true origins 100%.
There's a real big push post 1960s
I'm just gonna push it real quick. Let me see.
Give us society. Like, we really wanted to have cookie cutter homes, kids that go to school, dads that go to work, moms that stay home. We want holidays, federal holidays. We wanted like a cadence that felt like normal life, especially post the hippie movement, where people were like sleeping in fields, taking mushrooms for days on end. That was like dangerous to like a stable suburban life being the meta in America, which the government also needed so that they could like tax people and like organize shit, because there was no internet and shit. So there's like, we need people like in neighborhoods. We don't need a million hippies in a field listening to Grateful Dead. Like, what the fuck? We can't tax those people. Nothing.
Yeah, we had to establish the states and the cities and the counties and the census and the government offices and the spots to control the surrounding areas. And
yes, that was a big push from like 65 to like 85.
Spirit of order. We wanted some order in that bitch.
Hell yeah.
This shit's scary out here. Genghis Khan be out here just fucking murdering people. We can't be having that, dog.
Yeah, true. Well, I'm also talking about like specifically like 1960s 1980s, which is a little past
Yeah, yeah.
Genghis Khan. But still, though, we need
Still,
order.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
where it comes from.
Yeah, right.
It's real.
The spirit of order.
The spirit of
I'll
order.
take you to where it is when it's gone. So Halloween, I think, is kind of a part of that, though, because it's
Yeah.
like, we want us on routine.
Yeah, so it just says Halloween originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, a pagan celebration marking the end of the harvests and the start of winter. Celebrated over 2,000 years ago, Samhain fell on November 1st in the modern calendar. The Celts believed that the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest on the night before the new year, October 31st, and that ghosts of the dead would return to Earth. So it's on Ireland, I believe.
Well, it would be just very straightforward. That's a very pagan ideology, which is basically science fiction. And then taking science fiction and treating it with ritualistic energy
Mm-hmm.
is like blasphemous energy.
Yeah, what are we celebrating here, bro? The origin of Halloween trick-or-treating stems from multiple ancient traditions, including the Celtic festival of Samhain and the medieval European practices of souling and guising.
What's guising? Guising is someone else?
Yeah, disguise, I would assume, right?
And then souling.
I'm not sure what souling is. It has it in parentheses. Or quotes, rather. Okay, Irish and Scottish immigrants brought these traditions to America, where they evolved and merged into the modern practice of children dressing in costumes and going door to door for treats, especially after World War II, when candy became more available and suburban neighborhoods became popular for trick or treating.
Okay. Okay.
Is that why we have neighborhoods? So we can trick or treat? It's all a fucking setup? Ancient origins, Celtic Samhain, medieval souling. The Christian practice of inviting people going door to door on an All Souls Day, November 2nd, and being given soul cakes in exchange for promises to pray for the family's dead relatives.
Damn it. That was my guess for souling, was going door to door. Because it's like, if it's soul and guise, it's door to door in disguise.
Medieval guising. In parts of Britain and Ireland, people would wear costumes and go door to door performing songs, plays, or tricks in exchange for food and drink. This practice was known as mumming or guising. Okay.
It's like being homeless at your front door.
Okay.
Keep it on the bridge, bro.
Give me some shit, bro. Cough up a fucking soda and a sandwich.
Hey, bro. Jeez, man.
I'm working here, huh?
On one level, it's like, yeah, all right, we're having lunch. Like, sure, I'd love to feed my neighbor, I guess. That's what the Bible tells us to do.
Thanks for the story. Irish and Scottish immigrants introduced their customs to America in the mid-1800s, blending them with other local traditions like the American Guy Fawkes Day celebration. Evolved into pranks and sometimes it skipped into vandalism, leading neighborhoods to organize events to provide a more structured celebration for children. The term trick-or-treating appeared in print in the 1920s.
There it is, 20s.
Mm-hmm. Introduced in the early or mid-1800s and then officially deemed by the government 1920.
Wow.
100 years ago.
And then it probably got pushed into the schools after that.
Yeah. Post-World War II.
I get it. We needed some shit to do, you know? We all just came back.
But I guess there's the association of I think I mentioned it to you already, but there's a ex-Satanists I've seen on Instagram talking about Halloween. And it's like the idea of the evil spirits or we're close to the fucking shit in that time of year. And that's kind of what's alluded to in the holiday, I guess. But even then it's like, yeah, because it feels like there's a negative association to Halloween. Or there's it's literally celebrating like murder movies and like horror and like fear and gore. And we're just like, yeah, sluts. yeah.
It's a lot of, one argument is that their horror and fear is real. So it's like you can't ignore it.
It is real. You can't ignore it completely.
So maybe it's good to put it in a box once a year.
Okay, I'm
open
with
it up, look at it, put it back in its box, leave it alone. Because that's the least.
Death is real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Horrible things happening is real.
Yes.
And maybe the proper amount of responsibility, the least we can engage with it, but not engage with it so little that we're going to receive ramifications, or if we have fun with it in the Halloween season.
Mm-hmm.
That could make sense to me. Another thing that makes sense to me is there's something about the stars, bro. There's something about constellations. There's something about
the design.
Yes.
The design is intentional.
Yes. And it does things grander than look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I think it mechanically pulls things.
Mm-hmm.
So hearing that there's a day out there where the veil between life and death is thinner than other days, I'm like, oh, I don't know if that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Sounds like bullshit.
It sounds kind of going off the rails there, a little hippy dippy, freaky deaky.
But I think like whatever the fuck retrograde is.
The idea behind that is also in Dia de los Muertos. It's like there is a negative, or not negative, but there is a deathly association with that time of the year for a couple different cultures. You know what I'm saying? What are they all wrong? Are they all just tripping? And is that even a true thing that they even could possibly be feeling? But then I think partially, yes, it is. So like, who knows fucking anything? I'm open to being wrong about whatever because I know that there's shit that I don't know and I'm like willing to accept that. There's the unknown unknowns, the known unknowns, and the known knowns. And there's unknown knowns. So
Whoa.
4 categories of shit going on. And I'm willing to bet that the unknown unknowns can enter into my created bubble of known unknowns, at least down to my known knowns and then my subconscious instincts and my unknown knowns. You know what I'm saying? But I'm willing to have that, give that the respect that it deserves, that this thing could be broken into at any time. And maybe around that time, there's like, so maybe there is like a death partial thing going on there. And I think, I don't know, because I was talking to my tattoo artist about it a little bit, talking about Halloween, talking about Dia de los Muertos. And he was kind of on the side that even Dia de los Muertos is like sort of a negative sort of Christian, not, you know, in alignment properly with like what we're supposed to be doing here and what we're being about. And I'm like, well, I think there's at least some truth to the energy of like, if someone has passed away and you love that person, it's like, maybe on this day we can be close and I can just like at least give them some thoughts and energy and love. And it's like a day, at least a moment of remembrance. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I can't stay there for long, but at least be open to that window, be open to that idea.
Yeah. I'd like to say that maybe zombies and ghosts are a perversion of that ideal. That it's like, no, this is a beautiful opportunity for you to have like a connection with something that's lost to you. And you could have a very artful, beautiful moment if you do it right. Or it can be ghosts and zombies and murder. And then America propaganda takes us down the rabbit hole of bullshit.
Sluts.
Exactly. We love sluts and murder.
The Janet Jackson fucking.
Love Jesus!
You gotta love Jesus. That's the spirit. The other things are flesh. It's too much flesh. Celebrating flesh. Are you gonna? Okay, so it's Demi. With all that being said, I'm not sure how much longer we're gonna. Because I'm not gonna be celebrating Halloween per se. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's one of the questions as well. So now, how do you act with this information, as far as like an energetically charged social narrative event that we're all been partaking in forever, and then the idea of where it came from, and then how it just looks. So it's like, I'm going to act because I never really celebrated Halloween with that like much intention or that much gusto, that much like, yes, it's Halloween. It was always just like, it's like, okay, I'll play along. Yeah. So it's never really been a crazy attachment.
Right.
So it's not hard for me to just be like, I'm not going to give into it like at all. I'm not going to dress up. We went to Fright Fest. We did the fucking haunted houses and stuff. And I felt that with the daughter because it's like, there is fear out there and you need to be able to be brave.
Right.
So that's an important reminder.
And you can overcome it.
Yeah.
It's nice
and
to know
you can
that,
do
right?
it. And you can do it. Yeah. But then, there's people that, I don't know, I feel like it's got some weird energy behind it. Just my personal opinion. And it's like trying to hug it, trying to feel what that is. Like, boop, 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 boop. Like, I don't know, man. What do you think of this orb I'm holding? Some people are like, yeah, this is nice. Fleshly fear. You gotta incorporate it though. I think I like that interpretation as well.
Yeah, I think that's the most proper thing we can do with this.
But are you gonna let your baby, your child, be dressing up for Halloween?
Probably, yeah. I think there's something formative about common experience. And I'm not saying like, yeah, my daughter could not do trick or treat, then be 25 years old, post college, and be like, yeah, my dad didn't let us fucking trick or treat. I mean, I get where he's coming from. She might not have that level of conviction at 25 with no kids that I have at 31 with a kid, so she might not get it there. But I think that it's not even that. She could communicate in that moment and still be okay, but it's not even that. It's just that like her brain is forming like the structures that hold the brain up,
fortifying her mind.
Okay, those things like need to do what other people are doing just to like form right. Otherwise, it's like she's gonna feel left out and neglect and why aren't I like everybody else? And it's not so much about the Christianity, the trick or treat thing. It's I don't want her to feel like she's not like everybody else until she's ready to say I want to be different. And until she's ready to make those choices, I'm going to like give her a healthy American common experience. I'm not gonna do all the McDonald's and all the bullshit every American does, but I'm not gonna do weird shit like not let her go trick or treating,
not let her read Harry Potter.
Yeah, like that's a perfect.
That's
example.
the extreme. Yeah.
Right.
That's too much.
Too much.
At least in my opinion.
My parents thought so too. And my dad's a pastor.
Yeah, come on.
So like, that's too much. So I think you gotta...
Great hero story.
And then also it's an opportunity to explain to them. It's an opportunity to express a nuanced thought. And I think that's good. Seize the opportunity to express why you have a troubled relationship with Halloween and why you don't want her to have a troubled relationship with Halloween and why you want her to enjoy it. And let her do with that what she will. She's her own damn person. Just tell her, pay attention, you know?
Gotta put the guardrails up. Gotta give her some of the game.
Yeah, totally.
Game.
So I give her game and agency. That's my move. Game and agency.
Fuck yeah, dude. I think that's beautiful. I think we're wrapping her up right on time.
I love you guys. Are we right on time? I'm freaking out over here.
Yeah, we're about to head out here in a second.
Okay, cool.
We're chilling 104. 1,000 more to go. See y'all in 10 years, bro. Have a great life. Get the discernment. Hopefully you got a little shot of espresso right here. Till next time. Later.
Bye.